This afternoon, what we're going to do is we're going to present Aaron with his Woodbadge beads. Now, Woodbadge, like I said, is an adult leader program started by Baden Powell, brought ultimately to the United States with people like Greenbar Bill. It was a program that teaches them fundamentals and gives them tools that they can use to make the program for the youth a much superior program. Baden Powell, okay, it was on Brownsea Island, and they did it at Gilwell Field, is where they started the Woodbadge program. What we're going to do tonight, or this afternoon, is start discussing all the important parts that you can tell somebody is a Woodbadge member of Woodbadge. So, first off, you got the beads?
Got the thong and the beads.
Okay.
In looking for suitable recognition for the 19 men who completed the first Woodbadge course, the hero of the 217-day siege of South African town of Mafeking in 1900 found among his old army trophies and souvenirs a long necklace of quality carved wood beads. In 1888, during the African Zulu Wars, Baden Powell found the necklace in a hut that had been recently deserted by the African king, Dinny Zulu. He presented each man who had taken part in the camp with one of these beads. They were badges of wood. The beads gave the training its name, the Woodbadge course. These simple wooden beads signify the completion of the training course, soon to become one of the most highly prized possessions a scoutmaster could have. When the original beads ran out, the Gilwell training staff whittled others to keep the tradition established by Baden Powell. Two simple wooden beads knotted on a leather thong have come to signify the wearer has completed the most respected scout training program and is dedicated to the highest standards of service.
Okay. All scouting programs, the neckerchief. You've got your Weeblos, you've got your Cub Scout, your Bears, your Wolves. They all have a neckerchief. In Woodbadge, when Aaron started the program, he had a neckerchief that was basically this color here. It's called the McLaren tartan. And that was his neckerchief. It was his training neckerchief. McLaren donated the land. Actually donated the money, and they were able to buy Gilwell Field and create the scouting program in England that ultimately came to the United States that we have today. So what they did is first they had this really neat tartan neckerchief. Well, that lasted about 3 years because the cost of tartan material is very expensive. So what they did is they made a little swath of the McLaren tartan to honor him for donating the land and giving money to the scouting program. And then, so what we've done is we now use this as our official neckerchief. The color, for those that want, it's sometimes called taupe, it's sometimes called mauve, but it's not pink. Okay, and to hold a neckerchief together. Wonderful thing about Boy Scouts, you can use any type of neckerchief slide you want, except for when you are in Woodbadge. Woodbadge, you have the Turk's Head knot, because it has no beginning, it has no end. Your whole scouting career, it just goes on and on. For good things, because it's only an hour a week. But what's interesting about this, they wanted to come up with a neckerchief. The original neckerchiefs that they had in England, they would just tie in a friendship knot because they didn't use neckerchief slides that much in England. They suddenly went, hey, we really need a neckerchief slide of some sort. They didn't have any material yet. They had about 15 men that had completed the course. So they grabbed one of the candidates, the soon-to-be Woodbadgers, sent him out to go find material. Well, he found a Singer sewing machine. And this is a belt that ran the old Singer sewing machine. So if you really look at this, have them show it to you, and those of you who've seen your mothers, grandmothers, great-grandmothers, old treadle Singer sewing machine, this is the belt that ran it. But it signifies basically there is no end to scouting and to what the information that he will be able to give back to scouting. Now, Baby Pal basically hated paperwork. You need to be right there in that spotlight. Perfect. You are the man of the hour. Okay, Baby Pal actually hated paperwork. That's why when they worked on their proficiency to show that they've learned something, the things they wanted to give back to scouting, it's called a ticket. Well, that was basically from the old British. You worked your ticket. You worked your way from one command to one command, so by the time you're getting ready to retire, you're back in England. So those were called tickets. That was your plan, that was your program. So back then, the big deal was there to finish their ticket, but we also want to make sure that everybody knows that Aaron has completed all the requirements and is now a full member of the Woodbadge. And so, sir, congratulations. And this is all of the evidence of all the fun frolic, all the pictures.
How we burn that?
No, that's why we made copies. And I appreciate your brother and Aaron, your fellow Beaver, on all the hard work they did to come here tonight. I know your brother's going to be your kind anyway, but this is just as important as all the rest. And I appreciate it very much. Gentlemen, ladies, Scouts, our newest Woodbadge.